lust operates in the spirit when you give into it. This testimony is insane. Check this out.
Well, what got you to this point where physically in the natural, I do not struggle with it. The moment God spoke to me, he said, Franklin, he said, I do not like it. And when I understood he was meaning, if I end your life right now, you're going to hell. And so, that's where you're going. I said, oh, wow. I said, I don't understand. I don't understand. Holy Spirit said, Franklin, I want to show you something. I was in a relationship with a woman. And he said, I'm going to show you exactly what was going on in the room.
Listen.
It was like, he was standing next to me. I'm standing here. Franklin is fornicating. I don't know, I'm trying to say it the right way without being graphic, but he's fornicating.
Okay.
I can see Franklin. But it was like everything was blurred out. I couldn't see. It's like we weren't looking at it. We weren't looking at it like high definition, but everything was blurred. Me and the woman were blurred. The girlfriend I was dating at the time were blurred out. All of a sudden, I hear this voice in the corner of the room. I turn and look. I see this demon. He was talking to a smaller demon. I looked dead at him, and it was like he didn't know we were in the room. He said, Franklin, that's the demon of lust. He says, when you're fornicating and you're having sex before marriage, he says, you're worshiping the demon of lust. And he said, listen to what he says. Then all of a sudden I look, he steps out of that corner. When I looked at him, he did not reflect light. He was just so evil. He absorbed the light. I couldn't make out none of his features because you just couldn't, no light shined or bounced off of him so you could see his features. It was just a motion of movement. It was just a black figure. You could see an arm, you could see, it was weird. It was like you're looking into nothing. His little twinkle was representing his eyes, but everything else was black. You couldn't make him out. So he steps forward and he says these words, and I never forget it. He said, God, look at your son here. Look at him. Look at Franklin. Worshiping me and doesn't know it.
Oof.
He said, God, you cast me out of heaven because I refuse to serve this creature. That's when I understood this was a fallen angel. And I kept listening to him and I said, that's a fallen angel. And he goes, God, look at this disgusting creature. He was talking about me as if I were some sort of slug. Disgusting creature. I had never heard such hatred being spoken about a person. It was supernatural hatred he was speaking about me. And he was
yeah, that's the accuser. That's what he does best. Satan.
I'm going to get back to the video, but this is Redeeming Truth, and you can find it on TikTok, this brother. But you know, there was something that he said, y'all. You remember when he said there was two of them? Y'all saw my video? The little one that was standing beside my bed, and he was telling me what to do, and I thought I was thinking it. I made 3 videos on my page about it. This brother said it was 2 of them. The other one, I told y'all, was at the foot of my bed, had colors in his face. Then I asked y'all a question. I said, what kind of spirit was those? One was a seducing spirit. The other one was a spirit of lust. Let's get back to it.
He's not serving you. He's like that. That's not in your word. He goes, that's it now. What the Holy Spirit told me was, he said, Franklin, fornication before marriage is in the devil's Bible. It's something he condones. It's something that he says, it's okay. Don't feel guilty about it. Enjoy it. Have as much of it as you want. He said, Franklin, that's what's promoted in his Bible. That is not promoted in the Lord's Bible. So he was like, inherently, you're doing something that the devil condones, not God. So I'm still watching. And this, oh my God, this demon is talking pure crazy to God. It was supernatural. And this demon was saying, God, This is what you call your son. This is what you wanted me to serve. This disgusting creature. Watch this. And then he goes, Franklin, do this. In my mind, I remember that day and what was going on.
Yep.
It was like, oh, let me try this. Or let me try this. Let me spice it up and try this. Let me spice it up and try this. And that's how I thought in that moment. But the demon of lust was saying, do this, Franklin. Do this. Do this. And he said so angrily and so hatefully.
Wow. So the demon of lust was influencing him.
You know, it's great when God gives you a confirmation. This brother had the same experience I had. This demon was sitting there and he was talking to me, and I'm thinking that it was me thinking this. When I looked around, it was this little short demon standing beside my bed, bending over. He was telling me, go downstairs, go get on the elevator. Everything that demon was saying, I was seeing it up here. From get up, put your shoes and stuff on, get your money right, everything, because I was going to purchase something and to get a female. It was telling me everything. Then go get on the elevator, and then everything it was telling me. Then it repeated about the third time. I was about to say, I might as well. When I turned my head like that, I saw him. Listen, I was supposed to see him because when I looked at him, when he was still talking, he had his head down. And then when he finally looked at me and saw me looking at him, he backed up like this. The second part, I closed my eyes and started praying. When I opened my eyes, he was gone, but at the foot of the bed. There was one at the foot of the bed, and he was tall. The man said it was two. He said tall was talking to the short one, right? The one that was at the foot of my bed, he was just smiling. It had a face like a diamond. That's what captivated me, was the colors and the smile. And I'm mesmerized by that smile and by the colors he got in his face. Because I never seen colors like that with a smile. It threw me off. And then the spirit said, Willie, they are together. God bless y'all.